is Friday, December 1st. You can see it with the naked eye a lot better than the video, but they're polishing on the side of the hull and it looks very shiny right now. You can see the guys way down there. We're in the engine room and you can see those beams, and we got Andy and Brad, who is the owner of American Marine and the very clever person figuring out all this structure and what to do with this, the port engine block. So tell us, Brad.
So now we're set with the guys from MTU. They've stripped everything. We've lifted the motor, got the gear case off, all that, bell housing, everything's stripped down.
I'm sorry, so you've picked up the engine once, the block?
Oh, yeah, a couple times.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
all
several
right.
times. So now the next step is it has to be flipped over to remove the crank. So at this point, we're going to relift the motor. Down here, you can see we've already loaded. These are the longitudinals.
Do you have that picture handy? Try to show you what the cradle will look like for the engine.
This is the stress calcs from the naval architect here.
Yeah. So these frames will become part of that structure.
Bolt to there.
Yep. And then
Those longitudinals bolt right to the legs of the motor.
right.
So now we're picking it up at the strongest point of the motor, so we're not
Right.
misusing the block. At that point, this apparatus, we have yet to cut this because we have to put the longitudinals on to then template for this piece. This arch gets bolted on, then this turnstile, which is going to actually control the turn of the motor.
This is so cool.
That turnstile's already built.
That's good. I got it. Yeah.
And so we hook here to beams that go across the top.
You see, there's a lot, and you're going to add more beam.
We're
work,
going to
you
add
said.
more beams.
Yeah.
There'll be one of these at each end. Both of
Right.
them are made.
Right.
Then we pick up, and now it's like a corn cob. So you just twist the motor. This
Yeah.
stays stationary.
Now, will the when you pick it up and start to rotate it, will it want to flop one way?
It will.
Yeah.
So if you see here, there's drilled and tapped holes, and we have eyes.
Yeah.
So we will
That's the
chain
counter
fall.
rotation?
So
Yeah.
as we'll tow,
Yeah.
and we'll trolley or tender the other side. So
Right.
ease and pull. So we don't get, because even as close as we get the center of gravity,
Yeah.
the bolts here are designed to go up and down, so we can change the center of gravity if we don't like it. But even at that point, there's going to be positive and negatives in the turn.
Very cool.
So at that point, we'll be able to control the motor probably with 6 chain falls. So the motor will be, and the guess is maximum when it's in the most awkward position or most leveraged position, we're probably talking 600-700 pounds. It's not very little.
Okay.
So, and it'll be controlled by, let's just say 10 or 12,000 pounds of control capacity. So it's
Huge safety factor.
There's huge safety factors on all of it. It seems like
great.
overkill until you start moving this stuff, but even moving the stuff with what we have here, everything's under huge safety factors, and it's all been worked through with the naval architect that verifies our math.
Great.
So,
And then tell us, just for everyone's sake, tell us the schedule, roughly. So we're here on the port side.
roughly today is the idea is to get those 2 longitudinal beams bolted to the motor.
Yeah.
At that point, we're going to do a template.
Yep.
I'm hoping tomorrow, all day tomorrow, we'll be water jetting in our shop.
Right.
Those arches.
Right. The arch, it goes in front here.
Yes,
where
it goes in the front and the back.
Yeah.
So the arch will go, those longitudinals, this whole motor will be lifted
Right,
again.
right.
The longitudinals will be sitting here. The arch goes from here
Right.
to there.
Right.
That
and that round
circle
plate goes on
right
the arch.
here.
Yeah.
And it
yeah.
all goes past the crank. The same thing happens on the
Right.
forward part.
Right.
So now we've got a big turn wheel for the block.
Right.
With that, we will then pick it up with beams here. So now the block is hanging with basically, it's like a rotisserie.
Yeah.
So we will then start to loosen these chain falls and go on a center point. At that, when we are doing that, we'll have chain falls going a bunch of different ways to control the spin.
Great.
We'll just slowly spin it. Probably
Great.
take us about
So with
an hour.
all that explanation, now fast forward to this. You hope to have rolled over, and then the crank
we're
comes out
hoping
when?
right now, Tuesday.
Okay.
At that point,
We go over to.
FTDA.
Yeah.
they're
What's your
gonna-
name?
Cato.
Cato.
Yes.
Cato's with FDDA doing the engine work. And then we go over, Cato, excuse me, I'm just gonna come by here. And then we,
while they're working on the crank on port side, they'll have their time because we'll start to dismantle the system. The block will be left upside down on big blocks of wood,
Right.
so we're not hard against the
Right.
block with anything. We're gonna strip the port side motor.
yeah,
So why they have quite an operation to remove the crank,
right,
and why they're doing that, we will reload the starboard side motor with the turnstile.
right,
At that point, we'll lift and spin this,
right,
and then really the kind of the technical work's done by the mechanics, who are going to then take the
Right.
crank out. We'll assist getting it out, but they have all the mechanical of taking it out, cleaning it. And
sure.
Yeah.
And sort of, and we also talked about once they move the mechanism over here, it stays over here, and then both cranks are out, and then a new crank comes in, and they put the crank in this first, and then go back over to the port side.
Yeah.
So all that, the accomplishment of everything we're talking about, how long from where we are now to new cranks being in? Roughly.
Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, 2 weeks?
Likely. Yeah.
Two weeks or more?
That's
3 weeks.
out of my
2 to 3
Okay,
weeks. Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks. Okay, yeah. No, it's a huge amount of work. So this is really great. We're in the main salon on obviously a new mattress, but Steve, not a lot's changed, but tell us what's happened in here.
So the dining table is now gone.
Right?
It's been removed.
Yeah,
The buffet, the big buffet
Yeah.
that kind of matched these, it's been removed.
right.
The chandelier is right there and packed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we're waiting for the new walls will go in next week on this wall from Thomas Anthony. Dining table will be here the 1st of January, first 2 weeks of January. Chandelier is being shipped now, so OP can make the mount for it, so they can finish the new overhead.
Gotcha.
And this ledge is coming out next week. So this ledge will be floor to ceiling panels. This is going away to accommodate the new sofa. Those are the new TVs in the boxes
Oh, great.
for the new TV risers that'll be here on the 15th of January for the Sky Lounge and the main salon.
So the new TV riser goes where the tape is on the floor? No,
Kind of
not-
right here. Yeah,
Okay.
basically not exact area, but yeah, right here
Okay.
between these two columns.
Okay.
And that's the big TV is for that one, I think, and the smaller one's for the Sky Lounge. And that's your new master stateroom bed. And we'll walk up to the
The
master.
main foyer here, and what's going on with the marble, Steve?
So what we've come to find out with the marble is, in order to get the old marble out and the new tile down, and you got to remember there's a bit of a thickness difference as well, is the marble company wants all these baseboards removed, which is going to be a complete nightmare.
Okay,
because
so the marble goes under the baseboard.
yeah, it runs under
Yeah.
it. So they got to get
Makes
the
sense.
they got to get so you know, like this
Yeah.
one goes floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
So, and this is all the way down the hallway and back.
Oh yeah.
And then this way as well here, Michael.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just going to be a lot of new demolition that we don't want to start at this point.
Right.
Because they can't guarantee us. And the carpenters have said to return this, they're going to need to wait till the new tiles down, then come in and fit the just bare wood and then build tents and 12 coats of high sprayed gloss. It's we're not gonna be able to do it now.
Okay.
There's just no way.
So next winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Monday, Thomas Anthony will come in and start putting the new wall panels in here. And if you
What changes here? This goes from fabric to wood, or what?
It's just a new fabric.
New fabric.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you come into this room, can you cut that down for me 1 second? Yeah, please. And then
Thanks,
in here, this wall was the one that had the mold that's behind the freezer.
Right.
It's all
Oh yeah,
done.
it's all
So
covered
we'll
now.
start putting the new panels in here next week.
Right.
We did find a new air conditioning leak right here. From this, what these two gentlemen are doing is they're putting new insulation
Yeah. Okay.
on
Wow.
the air handlers.
Wow.
We've got to cut a section of wood out here.
So that flexible line you're working on right now is all going to be covered in insulation?
Yes, sir.
Oh
All
wow.
the way up.
Yeah, right by your hand with your phone. That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And there's a pipe run over here where they'll remove the wood to get to this pipe, just as what they did in the Sky Lounge.
Okay.
And then, so we're hoping before Christmas, everything but the carpet in here will be done. And then, this is the, well, you want to start a new one, or are we on the same video?
Same, but I can
All
cut,
right,
so don't worry.
This bed this is the top of the bed where the mattress will sit.
Right.
Right now they're cutting out an access panel so that when we need to, we can get to these water valves right here.
Okay, so your knees at the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shelves, the drawers are going in.
All right.
So again, this will all be finished before Christmas. Basically, we'll be out of these. We'll be out of the master by Christmas completely. I'll show you Darren's new. Watch your leg there.
Yeah.
Here's Judy's new mirror.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Uh-oh. Okay. And Darren's closet is coming along. But what we found when we opened it up, this pipe was leaking. But the air conditioning unit used to sit here.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is those two gentlemen that are in the office right now are going to redo this.
Yeah.
Insulation.
Well, great idea. Well, we
And
got
then
access.
we're going to put the AC unit up here.
higher. Yeah.
And then he'll have more room. This will come out and he'll have a bigger closet space in here.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of worked for us instead of against us.
Okay. So that's the insulation. That's bad.
Yeah,
You can see a wet spot, I think, or just.
Yeah, there's a couple of elbows, and where the seams are, they're just dripping.
Yeah. Great. So
yeah.
this is the master stateroom office, of course, and Steve. Now, we're just in a corridor.
As you come through the corridor that runs the beam of the boat, all these overheads are new. And if you walk towards me, Michael, and you get down this hallway, and I'll cut this light on. Hopefully, where's the jack crack? Anyway, this is all new now.
Oh, great.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that hallway going down through the bridge.
Okay.
The pantry
Here.
to the main salon. This is all new overheads as well.
Great.
They're done.
Very good. The discovery items in this yard period.
Exactly. So right when we got here, Craig's carpet was soaking wet in the officer's cabin.
On the other side of the laundry
Yeah, couldn't figure it out. What we found is inside this closet, if you remove the entire closet, there's two big, I think they're 120 gallon water heaters. And there's another one on the other side of the crew area, and the base of them were all deteriorated after 14 years. So we have 3 new hot water heaters coming. The old ones have already been removed. The new ones will be here on the 17th of December, and then boom, they go in, and we have all 3 new hot water heaters.
So wait, we're in the. Sorry, we walked down the crew
Right.
mess steps.
Yep,
And we're
they're-
in the crew mess, and new headliners going up there.
New headliners here. These are all done right outside the laundry. The laundry's new.
Laundry.
This is all new overheads, and all new overheads in
the rooms. Oh,
in the
crew.
in the crew cabins.
Great.
And again, if I can find the light switch.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Don't worry. Yeah,
this
we
whole
got.
hallway- all the
it.
overheads are done here.
Nice.
So what happens next week is OP starts putting the new. You can see the floors, the carpet's been ripped out, so all the floor will go in to kind of match this floor here, and back on the hatch between the passage between the crew area and the starboard forward guest cabin. Same thing, you'll have a new floor, and the stairs will all have new floor, and they're already prepped as you can see.
Great. Oh yeah, stairs here.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. Stairs. There you go. So this is last report. I showed the sewage treatment plant, the MSD marine sanitation device, and now it's put back together. And Steve, go ahead, tell us what still needs to be done.
So the company that does all our tank cleaning, one of the things we found with the tank, obviously being a, for lack of a better word, poop tank, it was in very bad shape. So they've recoated it now with 3 brand new coats of the material that they use is blown in there. And now when we get back in the water, the company that manufactured the MSD called Headhunter will come in and completely put all new media filters and just it'll be like a new system basically.
Right.
So yeah, the last time we videoed, we're in the Sky Lounge.
Yeah.
The last time we videoed in here, all this was opened up and all of this was opened up.
Right.
And the air conditioning units were out.
Right.
Now they're back in. They're back together.
These
All
hatches.
this is new piping.
Right.
All this installation's new.
Right.
And they'll start putting these panels back up with a nice trim border to match this trim border this week by next week. And then Thomas Anthony will come in and start putting the new walls. And again, we'll slowly back out of this room short of carpets and furniture hopefully by Christmas.
In the companionway heading toward the bridge.
Yeah, so we're in the bridge deck pantry.
Bridge deck.
And all this whisper wall has been replaced. All this whisper wall has been replaced. The whisper wall overhead in my cabin's been replaced.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire bridge, which other than it's all new, but the bridge is a bit of a mess. But all the overheads are new.
Craig, and we're walking up to the forecastle and looking into the chain locker.
This door was really tricky to open and close. I guess it had a lot of corrosion inside and salt buildup. So we took it apart, cleaned it up, re-lubricated,
Great.
and now it spins pretty easily.
Nice. Nice.
So,
Great.
I mean, if you can pop down here.
Yeah. The forecastle and the chain locker, those are the chain bins right
Yes.
there. And tell me what's happened down here.
So we've done some painting, we cleaned everything out.
What did it look like before you guys did this?
I guess everything was yellow,
Okay.
messy and unorganized.
Yeah.
And now with some fresh paint, bottom of the bins, all the corrosion's been cleaned out.
Right. What's the knife for?
Cutting the bottom of the chain
Yeah.
in case we have an issue
yeah,
and you
and
want to
it-
release the anchor in the
Right.
chain.
In case of a dire emergency and you got to get
Correct.
rid of the chain. Yeah. What's that last piece called?
The bitter end.
Bitter end. Yeah. Yeah. Just like the yacht club in Norman's Island or whatever it is in the
And
Caribbean.
then we replaced hydraulic hoses for the
Oh, great.
capstans.
Nice. Oh yeah, and the capstans look great. This is really nice, and it smells freshly painted. And you can kind of see here the old paint, the new paint, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And then all the dock lines hang here.
Yes, so we're going to work on these dock lines. We're going to get them refurbished, cleaned up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a way you can kind of have that kind of stuff cleaned up?
Yeah, especially the eyes.
Yeah. All the chafe gear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great.
So it's coming together.
Very nice.